We have a 2019 Hyundai Elantra 2-liter. It's in for a timing chain set. Oh, that's tight. It's in for a timing chain set, so we're gonna rip the top cover off, and then we're gonna drain all the oil so I don't make a mess when I pull off the timing cover. There's a little clippy over here. And we should be able to unplug that solenoid on the back. Did I say timing cover or valve cover for that? That's going to come off eventually. Oh. Don't break. Thank you. So these ones are like the red locks, just more freaking dangerous to unplug. These red locks, you tend to lose the locks. These ones, if you pry them too hard, they tend to just shatter. Then you gotta replace the whole freaking plug. Gotta order a pigtail and then just take the freaking connector off. But it's not so bad. But still, kind of a pain. Let me take that off, Gonna use this bed sheet to wipe the oil dipstick off. Chuck it in the pile of Kia parts over there because I still haven't finished that car either. Finally got parts for it. Finally got parts for it, so it shouldn't be too much longer. Just a matter of when I can do it. So busy lately, I'm even doing timing sets at home. Haven't been recording the ones at home. My camera at home is like a potato. Suppose I could buy a new one for the shop and then just take this one home. Well, it says 4K on it, but it records in 2.7 or whatever fairly decently. I like these little 2 liters. They don't have the high pressure fuel pump on them. Fairly serviceable, fairly quick. I don't like the fact that I gotta do them all the time, but it pays the bills, I guess. Oh, didn't get that one all the way out. Could be free. Do some sort of primed face. There we go. Come on. Come off of there. You know you want to. Oh, that's why he's struggling to come off of there. Oh yeah, it's time. Normally, you don't stick your finger in here because if it decides to click over, it'll run your fingers over. And that kind of sucks. I don't know if the customer wants to buy a new valve cover gasket, but it's probably a really good idea. Because that one was a little crusty. Okay, that can stay out of the way. Okay. Let's go up. Where would I put that? Right there. Right there. 17mm loosening. Grab the magnet on the, well, it's not really on the stick, but, you know, kind of. Now we're going to drain pretty much most of it. I'm going to put the plug back in and tighten it so we don't forget about it. There's not a whole bunch of shiny, sparkly shit in there. Well, it's got a fairly recent oil change on it. We're going to do one anyway because, you know, the pan level and the oil level are a little different and it kind of leaks. So we'll just drain the oil. Save some time, save some effort, and some mess. It's always a mess. It's not super different from the older ones, but just a little bit. And we'll wait for that stream to break and just start dripping, and we'll cap it off with the drain plug. Yeah, close enough for me. Don't have all day. What? What? AAA batteries. Are you flashlight die? No, those are double A's. There should be another one that looks exactly like that. The triple A's. Somewhere there. It's not a top. It should be there somewhere. Oh, yeah, right there. There, use those ones until you find the other ones. I'm just gonna take that skid plate off just so it doesn't hold a bunch of oil if it drips. bunch of push pins. Ooh, somebody put a screw in there that's not doing anything. Put that in the pile and probably lose it because I'm oh, our favorite, those little Phillips head aftermarket whatever screw push clips. Oh, well, that's not going into anything anyway. You need to take that off. Go with your friends. No more just screws. You can't find clips, just put screws in there, yeah. You go to the hardware store. This person didn't use drywall screws, but still screws. You probably can't see anything, so I'm going to sound like a chipmunk at like 300% speed. Oh, there are a couple more bolts in there. What else holding you up there? Not much of anything. One more bolt. God. Don't have bolts where they're supposed to go. Let's put them in random other spots. There's so much room for activities on this one. That's a 12 point. I'm going to grab a pin and pin that tensioner. Oh, that's the best option we got. A little long, it's going to have to be. And then this should pop right off. There's almost a dance floor worth of freaking space up there to stick your hands on this car. Except behind that freaking tensioner pulley. Yeah, let's make it so that freaking customer can't service it. You gotta take it into a dealer for a freaking belt. No, didn't want to come out of that side. So we flip the other way. Not really. Oh yeah, just barely. Wouldn't want to do that one at home. So much easier when there's a lift available. It's that. Of course, there's a bolt right behind the water pump pulley. Why wouldn't there be? Why wouldn't there be? So, I'm going to try and show you something. Probably going to kick this camera though. See what I'm doing there? Yeah, barely. Oh, you put a wrench on there and you go, and then suddenly it's loose. You gotta do it the right direction though. Oh! Pocket sand. Would I recommend doing it with a Mastercraft? Expensive ass wrench? No, but you know, it's the first one I saw. So it's the one we're going to use. I suppose it's made by Gear Wrench, but you know, it is Mastercraft. They spend all the money getting them to make it for them, so. And then the new versions is still made by Gear Wrench, but they deleted the Gear Wrench logo. Because, you know, branding. And then they don't want to warranty it when you take it in. Be like, hey, that one has Gear Wrench on it. Well, you flip it over, it says Mastercraft. And they're like, oh, no, I'm not supposed to do it. You know, I bought it here. Here's the receipt. Is that pulley going to come flying out of there? No, why would it? Suppose let's get another magnet tray going for the bottom stuff. And we'll stick it there. Should knock that off of there at least 5 or 10 times. Explode the bolts all over the floor. Yeah, why would you make it so the pulley can actually come off of there? So we can change the water pump without moving the engine everywhere. It's one thing I hate is disconnecting freaking motor mounts to do a water pump. No, just won't go. Just won't go. Lovely. We got to disconnect the motor mount to do a timing set, but you know, like it's a water pump. You should be able to just go and then pull it out. Whatever. Next step. We'll pull that wheel off and check out that liner to see if it can get moved out of the way. Should be somewhere around there. If I sound terrible, because I sound terrible. Sinus infection that won't go away. Let's see. The little one picked those off. Yeah, not too bad. These are all 21 mil usually on and my little 2855 actually took them off. Of course, you got to be a pain in the butt. Okay, next. Of course, there's only one opening and it's on the top. So if you wanted to get it from the bottom, you got to remove the wheel instead of putting it on the good way. Whoever took this apart last. I guess I shouldn't complain because that's not super awesome. I don't know. I'll replace that one. Is that going to stay out of the way? We'll deal with the fact that I just had to kind of fold it later. Oh, right in the camera. There, that's a little better. Makes it so you can't see anything though. Let's just make it so that I'm tripping over the camera. That sounds like a great idea. And then this will probably be at 22. Yep. This little guy, take it off. Nope. Okay, you're gonna go back in your home. Let's get the big one. What is this? 2962. Oh, it's on there now. Ooh, came right off. Didn't even have to fight with that one. Okay. Yeah, so the oil level is about here usually. So when you take the cover off, it kind of goes. Ooh. Dust everywhere. Yeah, it doesn't come off that way. It doesn't come off that way. I just got a chunk of something in my eye. Okay, well, whatever. 12 millimeter. Uh-oh. Come on off of there. That was almost an oops. And that is the bolt we had to take that freaking water pump pulley off for. And then there's another couple up there that I'm not going to use this ratchet for. I happen to like it, and I don't want to jam it up against the frame and burn it out. It would make for an interesting video on like TikTok or something. Oh, look at this guy, he doesn't know how to use a freaking ratchet. Oh, it's going to be a pain in my butt. That one's got silicone all the way to the bottom. Or it's pulling all the threads because I'm betting that sounds awesome. Tickle my Hyundai if I want to. That's 2 liter, right? Yeah. Here's a 2 liter. And here's a 2019. Okay, it's turning real easy with the ratchet. but I can't turn it with my fingers. Annoying. Oh yeah, I already cracked that one loose. It's just, why is that one so loose? Oh god. Who's been in here before? It was me. Actually, it hasn't. It was not. Because this is a 2019. This is its first open heart surgery. First open heart surgery. I got one thing going for me over a doctor though. I get to turn this one off. Doctor doesn't get that chance. That's why they make, I don't know, 10 times as much money. Well, I'll get those from the top because, you know, just want to. What's that tensioner gonna be? Tensioner's gonna be a 14? No, probably a 13. No, not 14. Oh god. You looking up my nose again? I like it when you guys look at my nose. Or at the back of my head. It makes me feel self-conscious. It'd be weird if I could see you doing it too. YouTube with authentic feedback. Okay. Where's the other ball? Probably way up top, so we'll do that from up top. Everything else looks like it's okay to get from the top. A couple tendrils in the bottom. That's really gonna work. Really gonna work. You'll all stay there. Perfect. Good job. Good girl. Whatever. We'll move that up out of the way. And I'm going to change the battery because the red light's flashing on the front of there. And I'm going to take a break.